Who are you and what did you do today?
My name is Gavin Underwood, and I got 23rd place at the Kissimmee Doom of Dimensions Regional.
All right, and what were you playing?
Dogmatika Regenesis.
Wow. Really? That's crazy. That's really insane. Any shout-outs before we begin?
I want to say shout out the cameraman, we
Oh,
created
yeah.
this deck together.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Quan for testing, even though he's a bot. And shout out Leith for letting me borrow Nadir's Servant.
All right, let's get into the deck profile.
All right, so for our Regenesis monsters, we play the One Lord, Triple Archfiend, one Sage, one Warrior, and one Dragon. You only need to play the 7 because you get access to all of them through engine and they all recur themselves. I'd say this is the ratio you should play for Regenesis monsters. I don't think you should up any of the other ones. Or don't play Overlord, bad card. They're coping when they say you should play that. For Regenesis spell traps, we play a triple Regenesis code. This is E-Telly for a 25/25 beater with effects. That's just a good card.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a bonus effect to revive one of them from banished the turn it's not sent to the graveyard. So then we have 3 Rhoda or Regenesis. This searches a Regenesis monster or Foolish is one. And then if you control a Regenesis monster, it can search a 25/25 monster.
Okay.
This is your main synergy with the Dogmatika cards. Has some niche applications and other cards you can search.
All right.
We play Birth, which is insane. It's
a
Book of Moon
for sure.
that sends for cost.
Yeah,
so it gives you engine.
Birth is very strong.
And then it's also Soul Charge. So it's a Soul Charge that sets itself up.
Right.
And a lot of people play 1. I disagree with that. I feel like you should play 3.
Wow, what? We're playing 3?
Yeah.
Look at this guy, bro. 3 Birth?
Yes.
So why are we playing 3 Birth?
We're playing 3 Birth because it basically is a starter. When you really think about it, it reads add a Regenesis monster to your hand in your opponent's in phase. When you really think about it.
Right.
And then it also will keep you alive and you want to start the grind. And it just accesses your engine. And then if you resolve the Soul Charge more than once in a game, you won that game. So.
Okay. All right.
For some added consistency cards, we play the 1 Pros and double Extract. You don't need your extra deck, so why not play extra consistency cards?
Right. These cards are broken.
Exactly. They're pots.
Yeah.
So that's 19 engine.
Okay.
And then for the Regenesis engine, then for the Dogmatika engine, we play triple Dogmatika Fleur-de-Lis the Thunderbolt.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is a new card out of Doom of Dimensions. This is your target of a non-Regenesis monster to search off the Regenesis normal spell. It's a hand trap that if your opponent controls a monster summoned from the extra deck, you can use its effect to summon from hand. And then when special summoned from hand, it sets a Dogmatika trap from deck. And it can be used to turn it set while your opponent controls a monster with 2,500 or more attack.
Okay.
Insane card. Carried me all day. Can't say much about it. It's really strong in the Draco Tail matchup. And it just fits all the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like it puts 25 that puts itself on the field. Gives your deck some more oomph to it,
Yeah, honestly, it feels like that card was made for Regenesis.
Yeah. Better than the actual Regenesis support they've been printing.
Yeah, Overlord who?
Then to go with this, we play triple Nadir Servant.
Okay.
Shout out Leaf. This searches this and does something else as well. So it's 3 points of interaction by itself.
I think what's really crazy about that card is that it can be engage and it can be a breaker.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And to pair with the Nadir Servant and Dogmatika engine, we play one more spell. We play the Fallen and the Virtuous.
Wow. That's crazy too.
Straight out of the new structure deck. This card makes it so that every single card within this Dogmatika engine bridges into each other. And then we play our 2 traps. 1 Beast, 1 Punishment.
Punishment I get. What's the deal with Beast?
Beast is a monster reborn by sending same type of send as Punishment, where you send a monster from extra deck, or this one can also send a Dogmatika from deck to revive a monster. And it has a very good interaction with Birth since it sends for cost. You can get the monster you send for cost back while also interacting in another way.
Right.
But since we play this card now, Fleur can set this, which can send Albion, which will get you this in the end phase, which will send, and you get this, and it creates a loop. So the best card you want to see is obviously Nadir Servant, because it's the only one you can't search an engine, and it gets you an extra interaction. But these all bridge together. This is the reason to play this deck.
Okay, and how did that package perform?
Insane. Like I played against Dracotail. You can remove their sets that they're using to push before they're able to activate them thanks to this, and it's always activatable. So you can use it as a breaker into like the K9 decks and a hand trap into the K9 decks, and you can use it as like a against the Yummy decks. It takes a little bit more creativity to use it, but this card doesn't say original attack, so when they have Mignon up, you can start to use the traps, and then you can also use it to start your turn to remove the Snatchy if they didn't get the surprise, or like because it can't activate in draw phase. So that's it for like our engine cards essentially, and then for a non-engine we play Triple Fulos. You have to play this card.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you playing this card if you don't? If you're not, makes them end on half boards. This deck chews through half boards insanely well. It'll give you more card advantage. The more cards you have in your hand, the better.
Right.
Then we play 3 Droll. These 6 wind hand traps. You want to see them in your hand. You see these in your hand, you're feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Very true.
Like, then you play 3 Ash. Some argue you don't have to play Ash in this deck. I see the reasoning behind that because you don't really need to Ash the Charmy. Like, you don't need to Ash Fua, and Perulia's not seeing very much play this format. But I feel like you need hand traps that you can put behind your board because it's pretty weak. But it also has just good interactions into a lot of things, especially as like a 6 draw. Like, this is a breaker into Mitsu cards, and then it also is like a decent hand trap to have into Mitsu and into Yummy cards.
Also for Malice, like MTP07,
yeah,
right?
MTP. It's a breaker in that scenario too.
Yeah.
So then we also play 3 Bestials. Some people say you shouldn't play Bestials. Like, they're not like crazy this format, but they check all the boxes for this deck. 2,500 reveals, 2,500 that puts itself on field, and it plays well into the best deck of the format. So
and they have good effects too.
Yeah, and they have 2 effects, and this one can search engine. So
yeah,
can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, very crazy.
40 card main deck.
All right.
You want to see all the power card in your deck.
Absolutely, makes sense to me.
For your extra deck, we play nothing summonable. You can't summon a single card in here, but we play 2 Bucephalus. You need a big enough card for punishment to pop 3000s, because 3000 is a common stat line. And 35, this is the best over 3000 punishment target because it can send a draw, and it can also send Mauser, which is a Book of Moon. Pretty good card. Comes up in like the Yummy matchup, actually. Like, you can Ultimate Slayer, send this one. Or Ultimate Slayer in this one, Book of Moon, a level 1 out the Snatchy all at the same time. It's just a really good card. Yeah. And then for our Xyz targets, we play Valon and Aggregator. Valon's basically like budget Intis. Like, when you want it out of back row and you have Intis, you might as well send Valon so you can Intis pop like a monster or something else on the field later. And then Aggregator is it's the second best Xyz target. You need to play more than one because you have Extrav, and you don't want to banish both. So then for our synchro target, we play the 1 Omega and the 1 Malong. Omega is a very good idea. Shout out to cameraman. This like performed really well for me because I went post side. You side out the second Fleur de Lis trap. So I went Fleur de Lis, summon, punishment, pop something out that. I drew Nadir Servant. Nadir Servant, send this, search Fleur de Lis again, then shuffle back the punishment, and then I got to use it. Then I got to use it again.
Resource loop. Let's
go.
Yeah.
And then this makes it so that if you're playing, when you have Ultimate Slayer against the Yummy deck, you can go bounce back the Synchro and then use this to out the Herald at the same time. So it's pretty good. Then the rest is all fusions. We play the 3 of the best punishment target, 3 Intis. What's into graveyard, pop a card, and it's 2,500 stat line, which means you can send this to revive off of the beast to revive a Regenesis monster.
Wow.
So perfect. Then we play the branded package for our quick play. 2 Albion, because this is how you get to the quick play, and then this is so that you can send it off the quick play to get to the fleur-de-lis and just fleur-de-lis. And then we play one of targets. We play the Perfume Dancer. Comes up to out big monsters in this deck, because once Lord is removed, it becomes hard to remove big monsters. Also, just a Liger Dancer out you play in the main deck that you can easily get to graveyard, because you can send it off of Bucephalus. Then we play Garuda, also send off Bucephalus. Help you draw a card.
Turn Nadir into engage.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then that's the extra deck. For the side deck, we played 3 Lava Golem. Liger Dancer out. Kind of have to play one right now. I was scared of it, I'm not gonna lie, but I never ran into it. So, but it's also just really good into the Yummy variants. It outs 2 cards without activating anything. So, and it's a 2,500. So it starts setting up your own plays. Like if you see this with Warrior, you can kaiju 4 monsters.
Right.
You can summon this, bounce it back to your hand, and then summon it again.
Makes sense to me.
So, no reason
Very
not to play
broken
it.
card in this deck, not gonna lie.
Then I played 3 Meows.
Okay.
This card was very good. I only really put it in against Mitsu and Yummy. It's a good 6 draw. Like I wanted to have cards that if I drew it 6th, even if it is a hand trap, that I could still use it and get value out of the card. So like if I draw the 6, you can use it in draw phase, get some value out of it either way. So I wanted, you have to maximize every card in this deck, because some of your engine's not as high powered as some of the other things, even though you have very good card quality. So then we also have 3 Bell. This is just like a generic card that's good all around in the format that you can swap out to maximize your non-engine into each matchup. Nothing wrong with it. Like side Bistros out for Bell into the Draco Tail matchup, stuff like that.
Right.
Then we play the 3 Ultimate Slayer, because we play every target in the game. So just really good card. Good against Yummy, good against Branded if you play like just regular Branded.
Yeah.
Just get into random decks like White Forest if you run into it.
Right.
It's technically a Liger Dancer out. It's like a bunch of different things like that.
Yeah.
And then for going first to side out for the Charmies, we play 2 Dragon Spine. This card is made for our deck. 2,500s. And then the 1 Judgment. It's that one for a reason.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.